My name's Light, and I come from England and Scotland. My parents are Scottish, and I was born and raised in England. And well, I was visiting Scotland about 2 years ago, and while getting into the bath at a friend's house, I was suddenly struck with the inspiration to write a song. And so I got out of the bath and I ran to the kitchen, dripping all over the place, and I wrote this song, and it's called Lay Down Your Arms. And this happened at Christmas time, just about a year and a half ago, and I decided to give this song to the CND, which is the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament in Britain. Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament has been going for some time. In fact, Bertrand Russell was a founding member of it, and its aims is to bring peace to the world and do away with nuclear arms. And I feel that this gathering here in the Kootenays is trying to do the same thing. Here they want peace as well, so I figured it was an appropriate song to sing here, and so that's what I'm doing. Lay down your arms. We got to learn to live with each other, to treat a man as your brother. Let's unite the human race and make this world a better place. Lay down, lay down, lay down your arms. What I say lay down, lay down, lay down your arms.
I think just the mood here is typical of what so many of us, particularly in this part of the province, would wish the world and this country and this province, especially at this time, could be a little more just like it.
Let's do it now for our children's sake. We can't afford another mistake. We're only here for a little while, so bear in mind that innocent smile. Lay down, lay down your arms. Sing with me now. Lay down, lay down, lay down your arms. Lay down, lay down, lay down your arms. What I say, lay down, lay down, lay down your arms.
Hello, my name is Irene Mock. I'm very happy to be here at this Kootenay Peace Festival, Peace of the Kootenays. And you've asked me to answer a question about what this festival means to me. It means a lot to me. What it means is that all of us here are very different backgrounds, very different intents, but with the same feeling motivating each of us is drawn together at the same place. This morning, a number of people from the region of the Kootenays, West Kootenays, as well as East Kootenays came together and discussed bringing the nuclear-free zone concept into their own communities. Therefore, now that we are a nuclear-free zone in Nelson, Castlegar, Caslow, Fruitvale, Trail, and Grand Forks are all interested in introducing their own nuclear-free zone declaration to the city councils. This meeting was made possible by this festival, so I'm very happy to be here, and this is just one of the many things that has come out of this day. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eric Poole. I live in Passmore, about a half hour's drive from Nelson, and I am an active member of the Kootenay Peace Coalition. This weekend's Peace of the Kootenay Festival culminates several months of organization, not only by the festival organizers, but by the individual groups, including ourselves, who are participating in the event. Successful organization in that I think it's really exceeded the expectations of all of the organizers and the participants. And this week for our group particularly has been very exciting. Earlier this week we managed to have Nelson declared a nuclear-free zone. And here at the festival we're gaining a lot of exposure. We're managing to bring people together from all different parts of the Kootenays, and we're in the process of organizing a network of peace groups throughout the Kootenays that later be used to raise the consciousness level, to educate people about peace issues, to bring in important speakers from the outside, to have other municipalities and ultimately the region declared a nuclear-free zone, and effectively to promote peace in the West Kootenays and on a national level. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Steve Thompson and I live in Nelson. I've lived here for the past year, and during that time I have been quite involved with the Kootenay Peace Coalition. Today, well, I'd like to just talk personally a bit about my involvement, and today I think really typifies some of that. I'm trying to get a feeling for this whole festival, and I'm looking from my booth, or our booth, out to that. And it's been difficult for me because there's been so much happening. There's been a real exchange of energy that's just centered right around our booth alone, but I can see it happening around in other areas. And I think that's really exciting. I'm aware that there are many different groups with different focuses, but I know all united on this one kind of, this movement towards developing some more of a peaceful basis to our relations and our society. It's good to see people here today expressing that in their own way, because our group is primarily a political action group, but we realize that this is a broader issue and has to be dealt with by everyone in their own daily life in the way that they want to. So I've been sitting here in our booth and trying to look out and get a handle on it, and as I say, there's a real dynamic exchange of energy that's spontaneous. Some of it's been planned, and it's really wonderful.
somehow feel that something serious should be said about peace, whereas peace in itself is not a serious item. Yet it is something that we are all knowing somewhere. And to be able to get behind the mask into that space that is peace is something that we all need to do. I have just come from the film, If You Love This Planet, and I sat there and became more and more contracted, more and more in the realization that what we've identified ourselves as human consciousness, as human beings, just does not have the capacity to create peace on this planet. And if that sounds like a heavy statement, if you go to that film and realize how you feel within your own self when you're seeing man's creation up till now, you will realize that. At that point for my own self, I said, well, where is it? How do I get beyond this contraction that I'm feeling? What is that is contracted? And for my own self, through the practice of meditation and the guidance of my guru, Swami Sham, I have come to that place within my own heart of hearts where peace resides. And peace does not reside in the human condition because we're all seemingly separate. You seem to be over there, and I seem to be here speaking. And you seem to be listening, and I seem to have something to say. There's nothing that I can say that would have anything to do with peace. When we're in peace, we have nothing more to say. When we're in peace, there only love remains. Only unity remains. And I would like to just thank you very much for coming out and spending this time, because I'm hearing, just as I'm speaking here, that suddenly there is a hush happened. And that hush is not my creation. It is the peace itself that is pouring and coming to manifestation right here. And if we can open our beings prior to our preferences and allow that peace to come into the world, that is the way we're going to do it. Because we don't know, as human beings, what peace is. But as that free being, the consciousness itself in its free state, what I call Sham space, there we reside as one. And it's a total radical thing that we can get into, we must get into, if peace is going to happen. And I really thank you for your attention, because it's through that attention that we are going to create peace. That is attending is that that's going to create it. And I love you very much. Thank you very much.
Hallelujah.
I'm David Smith. I'm a Hunger Project volunteer here in Nelson.
I'm Mary Chisholm. I'm a Hunger Project volunteer in Trail.
Our job with the Hunger Project is to tell people the good news that hunger can be ended once and for all in the world, and the thing that's needed is the individual grassroots will to get the job done. We all know that war and international problems are a major cause of hunger and misery in the world. It's less obvious but true that the poverty and misery that are as a result of hunger is a major cause of instability and international problems. So we're aware that by working to end world hunger once and for all, we're also helping to bring about a world where war is a thing of the past. We're really delighted that this opportunity was given to us to come down and express the importance of creating a world that is worth living in and safe to live in as well.
I just wanted to start off thanking Nelson, Becker, and Sarala, and so many people that put this festival together, made it so nice. I'd like to give them a big hand. So I'm going to make my statement of peace with a sword in my hand. And I'd like to explain to you what the sword means to me. The sword has been an instrument of war and aggression for thousands of years, right? But I take it as the aggressive part of myself. When I practice the Tai Chi sword, I'm learning to control my aggressiveness. The sword's a symbol of power. Power itself is neutral. So I don't shun power because I want peace. I just take responsibility for that power. I don't fight because I cannot fight, and I don't fight because I'm afraid to fight. I don't fight because I choose not to use my power in that way. The sword's a symbol of self-defense. To defend the self means to care for the self. If you really care for yourself, you'll care for everybody else. And it's because I care for all of us that I want peace. Thank you very much.
We cast sky, sand hue, signs of summer, it's waning. Early morning got me feeling blue. I can't believe what you're saying. Raindrops falling in rhythm now. Fertile wet side music.
Hello, my name is Juliette Fleur, and this is Tito de Roche. And we've been asked to come here today to do sufi dancing at a piece of the Kootenays. And the thing that really strikes me today is to look in the people's faces and see the love and the unity that's happening here and that's happening all around us. And the thing that I find so striking is, why can't this be the way it is all the time? Why is this only happening on one weekend out of the year? And in Sufi dances, they're dances of universal love and peace, and they bring people into their hearts, and they bring people into that space of unity and oneness. And throughout the day, I've seen this unity and oneness, and it gives me a great hope that we can continue on, and that we can make this more than a dream, that we can take this love and this unity that we're generating today and spread it out.
I guess I really feel honored that we have been chosen to lead Sufi dancing, because to me Sufi dancing is a very loving way of sharing joy and love from our hearts, and it feels to me that it's the joy and love that brings together the unity. And from unity, I feel that we get peace. People come together who have never seen each other before, and in the dances, we bring them into a place of connection and into a feeling of oneness, one with another. Whenever I feel it, it's so touching to me, because it's like if I can meet somebody I've never seen before and feel connected to them, seeing them, that love and that light, and feel that unity with them, to me that gives hope that we can, with anyone that we meet, find peace in the world. So to me, peace in the world starts at a personal level, and the personal level is experienced in a dance for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just as the rain sign comes to my door,
My name's John Henry Payne, born in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan since 1916. Got interested in the peace movement in 1928 when a school teacher took us over to Shaughnessy Hospital
in Vancouver,
and showed us the
First World War.
lambs
From First World War, the victims from First World War.
Victims of First World War.
A pretty graphic example.
Very, very, very graphic.
Of man's inhumanity to man.
Man's inhumanity to man and man's inhumanity to nature.
And this took you to where? From 28 to...
Until 1955. And then I was watching a television program with the Korean War with a friend of mine. And he blurted out, "If there is a God, why don't he do something about that war in Korea?"
Was this American coverage or Canadian coverage of the event?
American.
It was on American TV.
Yeah.
And so you decided to do something about it.
So I said, "Reno, there is a God, and you are that God, the same as I am." And then I explained to him how I felt about God and all the human race and all the animal world and feathered friends and the whole.
So this explanation brought something to you, though. As you explained it to him, you got yourself a mission.
Yes.
And what was that mission?
And then out of that came letters to the 10 top dignitaries of Ottawa.
And a letter campaign.
A letter campaign to Ottawa.
Okay. And at this time, there was no name. This was a formless, emotional movement towards something.
No, at that time, the time that I wrote the letters to Ottawa, the 10 top dignitaries, I said green is for peace and Greenpeace is for world peace.
Hence the development.
And this was the first development of the Greenpeace Foundation. And then I seen that the United States vetoed the proposal that I'd given to the United Nations through Lester Pearson, who was at that time Canada's ambassador to the United Nations.
Right.
And when I seen that they vetoed it, then I started traveling all over North America and Canada. And then
a personal campaign.
A personal campaign, and then from this continent over to England, and then a campaign in England, and then from England over to Europe. Another campaign for world peace, a Greenpeace World Peace Foundation. And this is where the Greens of Europe got started.
Right, the Germans. Through this last political campaign, they were
the Germans, the Dutch, the French.
They came up with the Greens. That's it.
Yeah.
I had seen the news coverage of the German election, and I'd seen them. They did highlight the Greens, but I wasn't familiar with the background of the inspiration. So this is for the inspiration.
David McTaggart. I had a long talk to him up at Alert Bay.
Tell us what you're up to now. You're just telling me that you've come back from
India.
From India.
Yeah, and I formed a Greenpeace Foundation in India, in Bangalore and Mysore, in India.
And is this a disarmament?
Disarmament
orientation?
Yeah. Oh yeah, total, completely disarmament.
And you feel you were successful in that mission in India?
Yeah.
So the ball's rolling over there.
Yeah, the ball is rolling and gathering steam.
And you're still going strong. 1955 or 1983.
And I'll be still going strong till the end of time.
Well, hallelujah.
And when is the end of time? Forever and ever.
If we can all get our act together.
Get your words together.
Thank you very much.
For each man is his words made flesh, and bone and blood and guts.
There you have it. The words of John Henry Payne.
Each man is his spirit word made flesh. And the eternal God, Eli Yahweh, returns to all with love. Their every thought, their every word, their every deed.
All the love you gave was really meant for you.
So never, ever let a curse be uttered again by any man.
It'll come back on you.
Or it'll come back.
Like a boomerang.
That's exactly what it does.
Thank you very much for talking to us today.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Arms
Arms are for hugging.
Not for war.
All right. Thank you very much.
I say my love is warmer than a chocolate touch. Little girl, I say my love is warmer than a chocolate touch. I'm glad you appreciate this song. It's great social and political import. I say I don't want no ice cream, look, that's too cold for me. Little girl, don't want the ice cream, love, girl, can't you see? I want a love that's warmer than the summer sun. They're giving me that ice cream, love, little girl, that's no fun. Oh no, because my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Little girl, yeah, my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. look and dance. I say my love is warmer than a chocolate little girl. I say my love is warmer than a chocolate. Giving me an ice cream, little girl, that's no fun. Because my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Little girl, I say my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Yeah, 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 I say my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Little girl, I say my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Turn your pretty bodies on, we got to unite. I say, feel the reggae beat, feel it in your beat now. Feel the reggae beat, feel it in your beat now. Don't want to ice cream, love that's too cold for me. Little girl, I don't want no ice cream, love girl, can't you see? I want a love that's warmer than the summer sunshine. I want a love that says warm you as mine. It's warmer than a chocolate fudge. A bomb, lady, bomb, bomb. My love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Bomb, bomb, bomb. I say my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I say my love is warmer than a chocolate fudge. Let's put an end to the fighting, baby. Lay down, lay down, lay down your arms. 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 We got to learn to live with each other, to treat a man as your brother. Let's unite the human race and make this world a better place. Lay down, lay down, lay down your arms. What I say lay down.
I'm sitting here now with Sarala, Giles and Nelson Becker, the co-founders and organisers of the Peace of the Kootenays Festival. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
2 days of the events, everything's gone beautifully. If there's a test at all to what's happened, it's in the faces of the people who are involved. How do you feel about it so far, Sarala?
I feel real good about it. We get lots of positive response from people, and people feel comfortable being here. And a lot of groups are getting exposure here. They're getting to meet people that they've never had a chance to contact before.
We have gone through the crowds and looked at the different participants. We have political, very spiritual representatives of the community. Yes. The community at large is definitely here. You've dealt with the community, Nelson. You went from City Hall and through the entire spectrum of people. How did you find it, bringing all these people together?
Well, we both, Sarala and I both went to City Hall, and we both went and spoke to different people. And I tell you, you know, everyone, when we explained to them that peace was a question of lifestyle, and that the work that they may be doing, whether it be of spiritual nature or of a political nature or of a nature to try to defuse the arms spiral that is now in existence, they could see their work as peace work, and they very much wanted to be part of this celebration.
And celebration it was, from the music to the religious the spiritual festivals. I was here this morning at 7. We had difficulty catching it on camera, but the overall feeling at the service this morning, with all of the different people represented. We had Quakers, there was the Baha'i, there was the Buddhist, and I think there was Protestants and Catholics both, all represented. I felt very good about that because nobody was excluded from the events. Anybody who may be watching the program as we broadcast it can feel that they had a little piece of the participation in there. And the credit goes to you. You did a lot of foot stomping and cement work, and in order to get it all together. And we're coming now to the third day. What do we expect to see on the Monday? More of the same?
Yeah, tomorrow we end at 6. We don't continue with the dance like we're doing tonight.
How about next year? Are your thoughts? I mean, you're pretty shattered. I don't imagine you're, realistically thinking about next year, but somewhere.
Oh,
well,
we're
yes,
thinking
we
of
are.
next year.
You are thinking about
Yes,
next
actually, as part of this celebration, I think it's important to note that we have established a non-profit society, which is set up to be the sponsoring organization of this celebration and future celebrations, as well as doing other kinds of peace work in the community.
The Peace of the Kootenays is the name of the foundation?
We had to call it a Peace of the Kootenays Peace Society, but that's what it is.
And it's located where? The offices?
Right now we're upstairs at the Preservation House.
You're going to be there for a little while.
Yes.
And so when are you going to pick up the torch? When are you going to begin again on the next event? It doesn't have to be next year, right? You could do one at Christmas or...
Not till Tuesday.
Okay, not till Tuesday. You're going to have a day off. Okay, well, thank you very much for the festival.
Okay.
I had a fantastic time.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for coming, and we appreciate your energy.
Okay.
You and you too.
What I found to be the most exciting part of the celebration for me is watching the enthusiasm in everybody. We've approached churches, and they've been excited about the concept that we wanted to include everybody in this celebration, that it was the unity of people here. And we've approached the senior citizens, and they're excited about the prospect. And the Baha'i faith, I just have been really enthusiastic about people's total support of what we wanted to do here. And to watch people come to us with ideas like Sophie that did the art gallery, she came to us with an idea and put it together totally by herself. And so did the Baha'is with the multi-faith service. And just to watch the little germs be planted into people's consciousness and their ideas they come up with has been what I found the most rewarding part of what we've done here, what we've put together here.
I've also been quite amazed at the number of people that have got involved with us. By the time the celebration first began, there was just, in the beginning, it was just Sarala and myself. But as we drew closer and closer to the celebration, more and more people got involved with us. And I think by the day before the celebration, if you include all the participants, whether they be organizers of different events, or they be musicians or craftspeople who have made things for this event, I think we were several hundred people involved with this. I feel very much that although the event was to show that there were many peaceful ways of life that people could go toward, the event itself is an expression of peace.